So I'm just editing this right now, and I noticed I forgot to do an intro, so here's my intro, and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get into it. So the recipe I'm going to be following is Emma's Goodies, and she made a video on it. So to start this off, it says to mix, I think I'm supposed to mix all the sugars together, like the sugar, not the white sugar. So what I'm going to do is you mix the almond flour or almond meal, whatever you have, and your icing sugar together, and then you have to sift it so that there's no clumps in the cookies. The almond flour I'm using is from Costco. What you're going to do is measure 1 cup of this into your bowl. There we go. And then it has 1 2/3 of a cup of powdered sugar. But I'm going to do this off camera because my powdered sugar gets very messy. Now you can mix it together, and then you can sift it with your sifter into another bowl. So now in a separate bowl, I'm going to be cracking 3 room temperature eggs into this egg white separator, and all you want is the egg whites. You don't want the egg yolk. Oh, this is not a good shot. Okay, that egg did not go properly. Hopefully this one. Here we go. Don't crack the egg yolk like I did that time. You can't have any yolk in it. And then I just wiggle it out. And if you don't have a separator, you can also just put it back and forth in the eggshell, but that's hard, so I do this. Okay, so I cracked those eggs like really badly, so it was a mess. But now you can pour it into your bowl that you're gonna whip it up in, and add a pinch of cream of tartar. And now she said just whip it up until it's really foamy. And now she said to add it in as you're beating, like your white sugar, and it says 4 tablespoons. And now it looks like you're supposed to keep beating it until it's fluffy. So now I think my mixture looks thick enough. It took quite a while, like 10 minutes or more, to get this thick enough. But now I'm going to be adding the food dye because sadly it doesn't get to that color naturally. You have to add it. And now what you're supposed to do is sift, well, you don't have to sift, but the girl sifted it into here, sift it through. And then you can start folding it. I'm not very good at folding it because I don't, I'm not very good at that. What do I do? It's way too thick. So now I am done mixing it. I added too much powdered sugar. I added 1 3/4, and you're supposed to add 1 2/3, and I just didn't beat it right. So I whipped up another egg white and added it, and now it is all good. So now what I'm going to do is line the cookie sheets here, and I think I'll probably need 2 of them. I'm using some parchment paper, but if you have silicone mats, that also works. Just gonna line it up and cut it. So I'm going to be using this reusable piping bag right here. So we just finished putting them all out, and my piping bag broke, so we had a bit of issues with these, but we made them work. And We have to let them sit and harden for like 40 minutes, and then I'll come back and we'll put them into the oven. The macarons have sat for about an hour and now they're not sticky to touch, so I'm going to pop them in the oven at 302 degrees Fahrenheit. We took the macarons out of the oven. They didn't turn out as good as my last ones. We kind of overcooked these ones, and these ones were too big and everything. I'll show you my other ones I made before. These are the macarons I made before. They were pretty cute. These ones I used a different recipe, and they're just a bit different. Okay guys, so now I'm going to be making the inside raspberry cream cheese frosting. And what you're going to need for this is cream cheese, soft butter, raspberry jam, which I don't have, so I'm just going to be using some raspberry flavoring, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and some salt. So to start off by making this, I'm going to measure out the cream cheese, and it says you need 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. The cream cheese is in, and now I'm going to measure out 1.5 tablespoons of soft butter. I'm just going to be using some basil. Now that we have all the butter in there, the next thing is, well, it says raspberry jam, but we're just going to be doing some raspberry extract. Then you're going to need 6 tablespoons of powdered sugar. There we go, got it all over my hand. And finally, we're going to need a bit of vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. It doesn't give us measurements for the vanilla, so I'm just going to put like maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. And now a pinch of salt. I'm going to mix this up with my beater. Oh gosh, I got powdered sugar everywhere. There we go. It looks kind of funny because the cream cheese is a bit chunky in there, but it does taste really good. Now it's time to put these together, so what I'm going to do is put the icing in this bag because I broke my icing bag earlier. Now I have the icing in the bag and I'm just going to be piping it along. Whoa, that's way too big of a hole. They are all done and finished, and let's just show you the good one. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, the icing was a bit thin, but that's kind of how they look. Well, that's how that one looks. They all look a bit different. But these ones, they were in a separate pan, and they turned out really funky. Don't look like macaroons, really. That one actually kind of does from the side like that. So now we're each going to be taste testing one to see what we think of them. You can pick.
This one looks great.
Yeah, I'm going to try this one. The icing's a bit liquidy, but...
Yeah. Want some? They're really good.
I think my last ones were better.
more evenly. These are still soaking.
Here's Bentley. There you have it. I liked our all recipes ones yesterday better. So I think I'll do those ones next time, but it was an experiment and it also could be my fault. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment what I should do for my next videos, and subscribe. And subscribe so you never miss another video of mine, and it would just mean so much to me. So yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!